My zip code has been without power for 12 hours due to ongoing rolling power outages and maintenance outages around the heat wave. I'm from Orlando, Florida. You would think a bitch would be acclimated to heat, but I've suffered from heat intolerance since I was a child. It's been 85 to 90 degrees in my house for a week, and today I couldn't even turn my fan on. There are 2 million people in Texas right now without power in the warmest summer on record in history because of Hurricane Beryl. There are tens of thousands of people displaced across the Caribbean because of Hurricane Beryl, also without power. It's 104 to 107 degrees Fahrenheit in Gaza right now. The massacres have not stopped. They have not slowed. They have, if anything, increased in frequency. In the last 30 minutes, I've seen 2 children whose lower half of their bodies might as well have been sent through a meat grinder. Newborn babies and premature babies who have the good fortune to still be in incubators in Gaza are cooking to death. Not only do they not have oxygen in these incubators, but there is no air conditioning. These premature babies, these newborn babies, are cooking to death inside of incubators. If you're still not seeing how everything is connected, fuck you and God help you. I don't know what to say to you anymore. I lost $50 in groceries. $50 in EBT money I lost because of a fucking rolling power outage due to the fact that our grids can no longer sustain the strain on them in 2024. And I have the audacity to complain about that. I really just, I'm so tired. I know you guys are tired too. I know we are all, at a breaking point, psychospiritually, energetically, physiologically. I know that. And I don't know, I've said this countless times, I don't know how we press on when we are so depleted. And yes, it's a marathon and not a sprint, but my God, I am so tired of having to decide every day when I wake up, when I don't want to wake up, what am I gonna have, do I pay for food? Do I pay my phone? Do I take care of my cat? Do I get on a bus and go to the library so I can access Wi-Fi so I can do my schoolwork? Because if I don't, then I don't get financial aid. Nobody's needs are being met right now. Nobody's basic needs are being met in America. And yet I get on this app every day and I see more and more mutuals. I see more and more people I follow, and I see more and more strangers in their radical vulnerability get on this app and cry or just speak truth to power about how they don't want to be here anymore, how they don't have the capacity to keep going financially, psychospiritually, physiologically, and beyond that, even if we had our basic needs met, there is nothing to look forward to. There is no hope on the horizon. And the people that are fundraising for Palestinians and people in the DRC and in Sudan and in this country are people who are themselves facing housing insecurity and food insecurity. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm so tired. I was yesterday and today were supposed to be my temperature cool days where I was going to write my papers, but they've been so hot. The heat hasn't broken, and then we had a power outage, and then tomorrow the heat spikes back up to 83, which means it's going to be 93 in my house. There is no respite ever. There is no respite. I have $1.12 in my bank account because it cost me $20 to get to the grocery store and back. And I'm complaining. My family is not being eradicated off of the face of the planet. Like, yes, I have the right to complain, but like, how dare I complain? It's so fucking hot and it's so exhausting. And like, people don't understand, like, when you live alone, even if you want to live alone, when you live alone, like, there is nobody to help you carry the load. That means there's nobody to help you clean the house when you can't clean the house. There's nobody to help you feed yourself when you don't have the energy. There's nobody to tell you, like, get in the fucking, I'll draw you a bath, I'll put you in the fucking bath. There's nobody to help you. And there's no fucking jobs. And there's, like, I know I'm Debbie Downer right now. I know it, bitch. I know it. But, like, I'm exhausted and I don't want to be here anymore. That does not mean I want to unalive myself. It just means I do not want to be here. I do not want to wake up. I haven't the fucking energy to wake up and just exist for another year, let alone 5 or 10 or 20. And I'm not an accelerationist, but like, my God, sometimes I wish Mom would just wash it all away, because we can't continue to help people that have it worse than us when we can't eat, when we can't breathe, when we can't. And every fucking other thing I see is just like domestic pets getting euthanized en masse because nobody can afford to even take care of pets anymore. Orcas in solitary confinement, like, the half of the horses in Palestine are dead. Like, we don't deserve to be here. And like, the people that are like trying, this is not a attaboy, this is not a pat on the back from me or anybody else, but like, the people that are trying are the people that have like nothing to give. And there's nothing romantic about that. There's nothing romantic about that. I don't care what your Abrahamic religions tell you. There is nothing holy or sacred about that. It's just fucking not okay. It's not fair. It's not fair that my cat may not live another day because I can't afford veterinary care in America. I see people on this app that have gone viral documenting their unemployment journeys. They've been unemployed for 3 months, 7 months, a year. I've been unemployed for 3 years. I have no fight left in me. None. And I am hoping for hope. And I know this is, I know that this is not for nothing. I know that every ounce of energy we are putting into the universe on the side of the good, the true, and the beautiful is not for nothing. I know that. I know that. I don't believe it. I fucking know it in my mitochondria. But on the microcosm, on the day-to-day, like, how many more days do I have? How many more days do you have before, like, our nervous systems say no more? Before our psyche say no more? And then who is left? And then who is left? When the righteous have collapsed from fucking functional freeze and ADHD paralysis and all of the rest of the fucking pathologies, like, when the righteous have said we can't do it anymore, then who's left? It's the same pieces of shit that built the original systems. So I get up every morning because of my cat, because of my mother, because of Palestine, because I know I'm needed, because I know I deserve better, the world deserves better, animals deserve better. everything